Okay. Okay, back to the back.
Time itself is a silence.
Exactly, but none of them believed me.
Exactly. Mana sih?
Well, if it isn't that voice, it's Navia! I didn't expect to run into you guys here today.
How about you, Navia? Are you still busy rebuilding Poisson?
We've wrapped up most of the rebuilding, but there are still a few things left to take care of. Stocking up on materials, confirming construction timelines, discussing compensation terms with families affected by... Well, though the victims have received relief payments from the court, in my opinion, our financial situation right now, though just pieces...
Whoa! Spoken like a true president. You're a really responsible leader. That must be taking up most of your time, though, right?
Oh, you bet. Between that and all the other... So before I came over this time, I took a page from Malus's book and decided to make a list of everything. And then, since Malus loved you... But after running a few errands...
That does sound like you, all right. So,
Oh, what...
let Paimon see. This looks like a piece of... Okay, Paimon can definitely...
Thank you for your advice. I thought that as long as I understood my shorthand when I came up with it, I'd be sure to remember the symbols.
Well, now you know for next time.
Anyway, I should have already taken care of most of the things on the list. Worst comes to worst, I'll...
So you're going to head back now?
Yep, that's the plan. You said you don't have any plans, right? So we can...
It's a bit sudden, but...
Then let's go.
Oh, you mean the aquabus?
Oh, sorry. I meant our own boat. All right, follow me. The engineer is still doing a few routine...
So, Paimon has always wanted to ask. The 3 aquabus lines are all named after people in...
Yeah, that's right. Callus and Navia are self-explanatory.
If you provided the Mora to build the line, Spina di Rosula built all the lines, yet you still have to take a special boat just to go home.
Well, what I heard is that most of our businesses don't actually use Poisson as a hub. You are right that it is a bit strange, though.
Yeah, that's what Paimon said.
Well, it is what it is. But that would only be the case if he cared about what others thought. My father was all, from what I've heard, the rights of all the other members of the Spina only went as far as giving him advice.
Huh. Well,
Yeah, because I wouldn't just let him...
Boss, the boat's ready. We can head out.
All right. It'll be a while before we get to Poisson. Let's keep talking.
Navia, what was your mother like as a person? Oh, Paimon, sorry. She totally forgot that you mentioned before that she passed away during childbirth, so you probably don't remember her at all.
That's all right. I've heard many stories about her from the rest of the Spina. They've always said that they were sure we would have gotten along famous. While my papa was stiff like a board, my mother was supposedly super cheerful and funny. Their complementary personalities. My father would run the businesses and expand our reach, while my mother would keep the peace and make sure that
Sounds like they were not just a well-matched couple, but fantastic business partners as well.
Yeah, but those are just stories and anecdotes after all. It's hard for me to piece together a more complete or intimate picture of her. But sometimes, I'd still look at the Clementine line, and Silver once said that a name is a kind of inscription, so I will always associate the line with her in my heart. Over the past few weeks, I've also begun to appreciate how water can take in and hold our most intense feelings and memories. As well, I've lost many beloved people and memories to the sea. The fact won't change that they existed in my life, always. But no matter what, we can't change the past. But I tell myself that I need to keep looking towards the future. Everyone, even besides, I'm the president of Spina di Rosula.
Okay.
We've reached the shore. Let's go.
Navia, do you think she's doing all right? Okay, Paimon supposes you're...
Take it easy.
Boss, you're back! Traveler and Paimon, welcome back to Poisson.
Oh, hey! Fancy seeing you again, Florent. Is it your...
Hey, I can totally take care of myself. For the time being, I'll go around without any attendance. We did hand over some of Malus's old responsibilities to Florent, though. It's been really nice to have him around to help out.
Thank you for the compliment, boss. As you see, I've been working closely with the boss on rebuilding Poisson. Mr. Malus was an extremely capable and respected member of the Spina. I've got some really big shoes to fill.
All right. There's no need to be so formal. Everyone's practically old friends by now. Were you waiting here for me? Did we manage to make any progress on the statue?
Yeah, we contacted a sculptor about the job, but they can't get started on sourcing.
You're commissioning a statue?
So basically, we've been meaning to commission a statue of my parents, but since my father was known as Callus the Unfaithful for the longest time, it would have been too controversial to commission a statue of him. But now that his name has been cleared, and the town is also being rebuilt, I thought this would be the perfect chance to actually realize this dream.
The funds to build the statue were freely donated by the people of Poisson to show their appreciation for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callus, and
Me? I'm just the newbie president that's running around and causing everyone trouble. Maybe we can have this conversation again.
Hey, there's no need to be so humble. Didn't you just help save the entire country?
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe that Boss should have a place on the statue.
Hey, if you keep inflating my ego like this, I might just float off into the sky with my parasol. Just kidding. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Anyway, Florent, now it's up to us to confirm the final design, right?
We can ask the sculptor to start looking for a good block once we've decided on the poses for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callus. But we haven't had any real discussions yet on the possible designs. I feel like I should get a few promising
There's no need for all. Hey, you! Come over here with me. Modeling a few poses, of course. Here, just pretend to be Callus, and I'll be Clementine. Didn't you say on the boat that Callus and Clementine sounded like great partners? Well, then there's no one better to fill this role than my most valuable partner. Florent, let's grab some reference shots.
You've got it, boss.
Well, what do you think? Got any ideas? Well, I've actually discussed it a bit with Florent before, but I could never come up with any fresh or original ideas. So, I want to pick your brain for a bit.
I'm all good here, boss. Feel free to start posing whenever.
A happy pose? You mean something...
Would all that be able to...
Would we even be able to tell what...
Yeah, and that'd probably be a massive pain to...
Could one of you try striking a pose like your top... That
Teringe.
hard to pull off. Forget it, let's try something else.
Memandang kejauhan.
By that, do you mean as if we were standing on a boat and looking out at the sea? Sure, let's give that a try.
Whoa, you really remind Paimon of a captain and their first mate.
Look over there, my dear Clementine. As you can see, every tree on that island is dripping with mora fruit.
But there's something off with the composition.
Oh, I see what you mean. Then let's swap.
Well, Paimon is a fan. A statue like this would look fantastic on a boat.
Wait, but we can't do that. Very few people...
But then, since we're putting it...
Oh, okay. We'll try to think of something else.
Imposing, huh? Oh, I've got it. Let's try this.
This pose! It makes me recall Spina di Rosula's glorious golden age.
But isn't Clementine's pose a bit too bold and heroic? If we were to stick with this pose, maybe people would wonder if she was actually the real boss behind...
Well, tabloids did indeed speculate as much back in the day.
Oh, Paimon was just kidding! Please don't make Paimon disappear.
What Florent meant was that we asked the journalist to choose a new alias. You're right, though, that this may not accurately represent the image of her in our hearts. Let's try to come up with something else.
We tried a bunch of different ideas, but none of them fell.
Oh, don't worry. We still got a lot of reference shots. Man, if I knew I was going to do a photo Oh, outfits! Oh, that's the errand I forgot.
Oh, Paimon remembers her. She was the one that we met while investigating.
Yes, that's exactly who I'm talking about. So I said that it's fine, but young children are not allowed to join the Spina. She will just have to wait a few years, and then we'll welcome her with open arms. Since she said, how could I get her to believe that I meant what I said? In the end, I came up with an idea. I'd have a Spina uniform made and give it to her as a gift. But I got so busy and distracted in the city that I forgot to pick the uniform up.
Don't worry, boss. I can send someone to...
On the matter of the statue, we should still come up...
We could have just done that from the start. Yeah, you're right. They'll have some value.
Navia! Florent, guess who's back?
Huh? But...
Oh, well, if it isn't Coulter. Back already from the Fortress of Meripede?
That's right. I finally finished serving my time. Gotta say, turns out I was up. After I got out, I immediately made a beeline back to Poisson. You could say that familiar, briny smell became... You wouldn't believe how much I've missed Melissa's grilled fish. I dreamed about it every time I had to get up.
It's good to have you back, Coulter. You...
And...
Let me introduce you. This is Coulter, another of Spina di Rosula's members. He was found guilty and sentenced to the Fortress of Meripede some time ago, but looking at it now, it was probably another one of Marcel's plots while he worked at the Confrérie of Cab...
Wait, Mr. Marcel? What do you mean? He was involved in some sort of plot?
Have you not heard anything at all about the water from the primordial sea case?
Well, I know that Fontaine got flooded, but then the water levels miraculously receded. I thought that was all there was to it and didn't care to ask for any more details. Do you mean Mr.
Looks like we'll have to explain everything from the top. That case, a lot of things have happened in Poisson since... First things first, let me introduce you to these two. They're my most trusted partners, and they've been with me through thick and thin. Now you could call them Spina di Ros...
Oh, nice to meet you. I don't recall Navia ever generously complimenting anyone like that before. So you must be pretty
Yeah, we are indeed pretty amazing. But we...
Humble again as always, I see. Even when I was totally sincere with my praise.
Nice, nice. Spina di Rosula always seems to attract great people. Oh, that reminds me. Where are Malus and Silver? Aren't they always by your side?
About that...
Coulter, a lot of things happened while you were gone. As you can see, even Poisson isn't quite the same as how it was before you left.
They lost their lives, keeping me safe during the flood.
What did you say? This isn't some kind of morbid welcome home prank, right? You're just scaring me on purpose because I don't know anything about what's happened.
I'm sorry, but it's the truth. They weren't the only people we lost either. Many others, including Melissa, also lost their lives in the disaster.
Malus and Melissa, dead. They're just gone? Malus, I was planning to give him a surprise gift once I ran into him again in town. I can't believe it.
Malus and Coulter were friends for many years, and even served on many missions together during the early days of the Spina. I can understand how he feels.
Let's sit down somewhere, so I can tell you everything that has happened while you were gone.
Okay.
No. Fontaine, banyak yang KO. Gue gak dapet Navia anjir nih piti. Ini red on. Ya kan, red on tapi gede banget pitinya anjing.
I think you and I both feel the same way about
Tapi insting gue ya, ini 2 kali pull lagi gue dapet. Antara 2 atau 3 pull gue dapet.
Sheer depravity of Marcel's actions.
I
Harusnya.
thought Mr.
Kalau
Marcel would
nggak, wah,
always stand by the
dapet nih anjing
Spina.
pitinya.
Everything
Red on lo, by the way.
unconscionable to have received
Masalahnya?
all that, and yet still plot to kidnap and dissolve you for his insane...
The good news is that the Confrérie of Cabriere is no more. We finally closed the curtain on that long struggle.
Are you sure?
Gue butuh Geo.
But if Marcel wanted to rebel
Gue
against
gak ada
us,
Claymore
he
di PS
probably
lagi
sent
anjing.
word in secret to Romeu.
Romu?
Not a name I've heard before either.
Florent should remember him. You see, there was once a major in... Romeu was the leader of the faction that thought such a vast sum of more... But Mr. Callis believed that an opportunity to collaborate with the court of Fontaine and the Fontaine Research Institute... Not only would the Aquabus be a good business, but the two couldn't come to an agreement. Romeu...
And with Papa's stubbornness, I can definitely imagine how it...
And of course, when he was suffering the slings and arrows of outrageous injustice, those relationships that he spent a fortune to build didn't...
Yeah. You could say it was the price he paid for sticking...
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh, yeah. He used to be a lot better with taking counsel. With him listening to our advice, and Ms. Clementine also frequently on... But on the matter of the Aquabus...
I never knew.
I think the Aquabus was just the straw that broke the... They believed that Miss Clementine lost her ability to serve as an impartial mediator.
So, they thought she had betrayed them? But that doesn't make any sense. Before she was their mediator, My mother was also her own person, and a member of the Spina. She should have the right to...
Yeah, but to them, even taking a side was betrayal enough. They felt like their voices could no longer be heard once their sole mediator had... Of course, Miss Clementine then passed away, and Mr. Callis began to regard the completion of the Aquabus project.
So that's what.
From that point on, Romeo and his people cut ties with the Spina, and never gave us any kind of professional or personal courtesy ever again. Perhaps they've regarded us as enemies ever since they left. But even so, there is still no proof that they ever acted in concert with Marcel.
I've also heard that they aren't in a good financial position, so they've been lying low for a while. But as long as they exist, they'll continue to be a threat.
I think Coulter's got a point. Both Marcel and Romeo had my father in their sights for a very long time. Even though Marcel's faction has been dissolved, we still don't know anything about Romeo's whereabouts. If they're still trying to get revenge on us, with how distracted and vulnerable we are, now would be the best time.
Good thinking, boss. We should keep an eye on them at all times. I'll let my men know right away.
Thank you for that, Florent. And Coulter, thank...
Don't worry, it's nothing. Do you have a moment right now? How about we... I've heard so many incredulous things today. I'm finding it a bit hard to calm down even now. I mean, to think that I'll just never see them again.
In that case, why don't we go back to the court? I can pick up Adele's uniform while we're there as well. It'll save Laurent's guys a trip. Want to come with me again, you two? You don't mind, do you, Coulter?
Of course. That's fine by me.
Then let's go! Paimon feels like a lot's hinging on.
Oke.
Are we not taking the boat this time?
It's nice to walk from time to time, isn't it? Once we're there, we can stay a few days before we return.
Sounds good. I haven't walked this road in a long time.
You put your right foot in, left foot out.
Well, we've walked far enough for now. Let's take a break. Since we're out for a walk, we shouldn't stress too much.
Well, Paimon thinks you're doing great. We didn't have to slow down for you at all.
Back in the days before the Aquabus lines were built, we often had to hike north with our goods, then catch a boat to the court. Malus and I must have traveled this way hundreds of times. When we were tired, we would lay down for a while on the grass, and when we were hungry, we'd catch... The Spina was still on the rise back then. Mr. Callis was generous, and everyone had the chance to strike it rich. So, of course, we all worked really hard. And now, in the blink of an eye, the Aquabus lines have been built, and this road has fallen into disuse. Oh, I know. I was just being a little nostalgic.
Then let's stay here a bit longer.
Oh, is this another chance to try some of Navia's macarons? Paimon's been
Yep. Oh, wait. Let me check if I have all the ingredients. Okay, seems like we're all out of flour and sugar. The two most...
Intinya lu udah kebiasaan di...
Oh, but it would be too much to ask you to go on a trip just for those.
We should contribute to making the macaron too. Don't worry, we cook out in the wild all the
Ajak
time,
si
so she
Prina
should
tuh.
have some.
Oh, that's
Makaron.
great. Then I'll leave the ingredient
tuh dia.
gathering to you. As long...
Then I'll go look for some boxes nearby for,
Great. Then I'll prep the...
Yo, what the fuck? Berikan with sweet flour.
How did it... You've all done your part. Just leave the rest to me.
Whoa, these macarons look and taste magnificent! Your cooking is as good as ever, Navia.
Boss's baking skills have always been famous. Everyone in the Spina knows how exceptionally...
Oh, it's just a hobby.
Have you two seriously never considered joining us? You're so close to the boss, and she obviously trusts you with all her heart, so...
Masih ada hal yang ini.
I see. Is that why you have to always stay on the road?
You just happened to walk in on our little reunion. It's actually been quite a while since we last spent time together. Adventurers never stay in one place for long. The name of Spina di Rosula would just tie them down. Besides, after everything we've been through together, I'm sure our hearts would remain intertwined even if we found ourselves on opposite sides of the world.
Even if Paimon was far beyond the horizon, she'd still remember the delicious taste of Navia's macaron.
Bacot last
I
boss.
understand now.
Bacot banget nih last
Then
boss.
I am very lucky indeed to have been graced with the chance to meet the two of you. I will endeavor to make the most of this short yet fortuitous encounter. And
We've got no wine with
Start
us,
in
but
Mondstadt
let's still
and in
toast with water.
Mondstadt.
In celebration of...
Cheers! Hey, what are you doing? Quick!
May your travels go smoothly. May the Spina continue to grow. And may our friendship last until the end
Apa ini?
of time.
Ada pembunuhan kah? JFK kah?
All set? Let's move out then. I asked some old acquaintances in town to make Adele's uniform, so we should be able to pick it up right away.
Oke. Oke. Macron.
Hey there, Ludovine. How's business?
The demo was
not.
my mistake, my mistake. I just got. Are you here for the uniform?
Yep, I forgot.
I didn't expect Demoiselle to come and pick it up in person. It's just a uniform after all.
Navia's always liked to take even small things.
Hey, that's not the only reason I'm here. We mostly just needed a walk to clear our heads. There are few things more uplifting than taking the first step on a...
Boss has got a point. Going on a trip with friends is always...
Very well. Please wait here while I retrieve the.
Can someone remind Paimon again why Adele wants to join the Spina?
She hasn't given me any concrete reasons. After we cleared her father's name, she became a lot more cheerful and outgoing. She said she used to be terrified of Papa. So, as a result, she found all the rest of the Spina super
Waduh.
scary as well.
Waduh,
But
apa
the
ini?
Spina is
Starter.
very different now. She mustered up the courage to talk to me, and felt like I could... Yeah, you could say that. By uncovering the truth about the case, I was able to get... She said that she wanted to become someone like me. Someone who could lend a hand to others, instead of standing still and waiting for others to help her.
From the sound of it, she'll be a wonderful addition to the Spina.
I think so too. But for now, let's focus on giving her a great atmosphere to grow and thrive. She can commit to us once she's older, and can really make that decision for herself.
Is something up, Traveler? Huh? Tailing? Oh, Paimon's coming.
I'll go check it out too. Coulter, please hold on to this for me.
All right.
Paimon saw them too. They headed up.
Hey,
Stop right there!
hey. Woi. Nah, apa ini?
We knew you were going to be difficult!
Seems like if we want them to talk, we're gonna need to teach them.
Brothers, there's no need to skulk in the dark.
Aduh, bacot banget aja trio brother aja. What the fuck?
ya.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh wait, what the hell is that? Tahu aja.
Guide us.
Lagi. Ya udahan.
Now talk. Who are you? And why were you tailing us?
Don't think we'll let you off easy if you keep silent.
How did it go, boss? Are any of you hurt?
If you thought they stood any chance against us, anyway, stop playing tough and start talking.
We're looking to get vengeance on Spina di Rosula. We were discovered and can't beat you in a fight.
Get revenge? Wait, you're not Romeu's followers.
You actually know that name? But if you do, then surely you should understand why we hate you so much.
Indeed. You haven't got the faintest hope of winning right now.
We were out drinking when we saw Navia. We got so angry we decided to follow you guys and look for an opportunity to really mess up your day. Too bad you guys messed up ours first. Huh? You're pretty sharp, but so what? We didn't do anything. And now it should be pretty obvious that we can't do it. Seeing you like that just really...
Listen, Callus is long dead. No matter what happened in the past, I want to be able to start things anew. I am the current president of Spina di Rosula. If your boss wants to talk with me, I won't press charges for your attack. That should also help demonstrate...
I understand.
But if you so much as think about pulling something like this again, I won't.
All right, we get it.
Are you sure it's okay to just let them go like that?
I don't want to inherit my father's grudges, too. Moreover, when it comes to the Aquabus, I don't... If the other side is willing to talk, I'm happy to open the door for a reconciliation.
I support Boss's decision as well. The concept of an eye for an eye is a primitive practice that...
Yes. Plus, we already know that they're strapped for... I still think we should keep them. We could still
Yeah, those guys definitely...
I'd rather things not go that far, since... Though we haven't talked to each other for years.
Yep. That's how I feel as... It's getting late already. I'll also ask someone to write Florent a letter and inform him of everything...
Do we have to stay in the Fleuve Sonda again? Even the pillows there smell like seaweed.
Sorry, that's just what happens when you live near water and don't get much sunlight. We can still go out in the evening for some grilled fish and drinks, though.
Huh. That doesn't...
Di bawah. Bawah tanah. Bawah tanah.
Coming back here really does feel like, if you think about it, it would be kind of weird if the Spina's base...
Totally. Although, of course, with the continued growth of the Spina, Papa wanted Poisson to eventually grow into a metropolis. He was a very ambitious man, who rarely looked behind or beneath him, for better or worse.
And that's also why people hated him just as much as they loved him.
All right. Why don't you go wait for me at the restaurant? You can use the same room as last time. You still remember the room number, yeah?
Yep. Kinda hard to forget when there are only so many rooms here after all.
Oh, did I just hear someone taking a dig at Fleuve Sandra?
Oh, Paimon, sorry! Please have mercy, Navia! If you do this...
I was...
Duduk di mana deh?
Finally on the right path.
Hello? Are you asleep yet? Oh, no, not at all. I just figured that since we don't get to enjoy nights like these very often, wanna go fishing? I've got some rods.
Oh, so that's the prep you were talking about.
Hopefully I didn't wake you or anything. I knew it. You really are my best partner. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Kukir.
What's the problem? Lots of people in Poisson use rods like these.
But shouldn't fishing be all about, attentively watching the float?
Well, that's one way to enjoy fishing. What do you think, traveler? Then let's try regular rods next time. We can have a real fishing competition.
Honestly, Paimon's mainly shocked at how much energy you still have at this hour.
Huh. It might just be something that runs in my family.
That's a thing?
I'm sure you'd get even sleepier if I delved more deeply into it. My father always had a lot of unrealistic expectations for me. But the more that he tried to get me to become like him, the less I wanted to listen to what he had. My mother never had those kinds of expectations, though. I've heard that she had only one wish for me. All the members of the Spina greatly respected her wish. Can you imagine? Whenever my father wanted to scold me for something I'd done, everyone would form up into 2 rows and just stand silently and listen to him rant. No matter what Papa yelled, nobody else would say a word. Eventually, Papa must have recognized scolding me over trivial matters was pointless.
Paimon would have never guessed.
Yeah. Looking back on it now as an adult, when I was young, I often thought that I could do whatever I wanted. But once, I saw Malus come back wounded. He wouldn't tell me how he'd been injured, but I learned then that there's always a cost to making a mistake. The more you care about those around you, the more you should care, because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the Sorry. I was just saying that the nurturing atmosphere of the Spina, and if that's the only way that I can continue to feel her love, then I'd like to pass that.
Is that why you let those guys go today?
Mm-hmm. Although, maybe there's a part of not wanting to repeat the mistakes of the past. Hey, look! I think you've got something on the line!
But why isn't the rod automatically
Oh, there must be something wrong with how I installed the mechanism. It was my first time putting one of those rods together. We can't let it get away. Come on, you two. Let's catch it.
You want Paimon to help too? You didn't attach a hook to your line?
Stop wasting time! The boss ain't gonna wait all day. We'll go ahead with the operation tomorrow. Do with that information as you...
Well, your rod was
Wait.
missing a part too, so I guess that makes it fair.
Well, if we're just talking about the number of missing parts, sure.
All right, go to bed. Mm-hmm. So how was last night?
Paimon dreamt that she danced with the sea stars!
Huh.
I didn't know you had such a great sense of humor.
See? This guy gets it!
Anyway, let's head out.
Paimon hopes she'll really appreciate your gift.
I hope so too. Adele, we're back! We brought you a gift from the court, too.
Whoa! Thank you so much, boss!
Don't call her boss, okay, Adele? Just Miss Navia would be fine.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Besides the gift, I've also got another surprise.
It's been a while!
Oh, it's you two. It has been a while. I've heard that you also helped save all of Fontaine. You're truly just like the great heroes of legend.
You're really amazing! And if Miss Navia's your friend,
Yo,
then she must
blown.
be super amazing too!
The power of
What's in
blown.
this thing? Can I...
Of course. Go ahead.
Oh, it's... a Spina di Ros...
Well, it's a gift for future you. When you first told me that you were interested in but it's the Spina's responsibility to protect everyone as well. Being a member means becoming involved in all kinds of dangerous situations. And since you're still young, so I turned you down then by telling you that you'll have to wait until you're older. But this...
Oh, so that's it! Well, thank you so much, Miss...
But you can't really grow up faster by working hard.
Everyone, I'm really grateful that you remembered my daughter's wish, thanks to the protection of the Spina, even though her father's no longer with...
Oh, it's the least we could do.
Boss!
Huh? Is something up, Florent?
I've got something urgent to report. Romeo and his folks have gathered outside Poisson and even shipped in a huge pile of
What? Explosives? What do they want?
It seems like they've been planning this for some time. We started investigating as soon as we were... But Romeo and his folks must have gotten wind as well. Because they abandoned their former... We investigated their tracks and found out that...
They have smartened up since we caught them red-handed?
Seems like they've got no interest in sitting down and talking at all.
Sorry, I underestimated the situation. Well, too late.
On the hill to the east of Poisson, near the Clementine line.
What?
They want to blow up the Clementine line?
Certainly sounds like it.
Romeo and his followers hate the Spina and everything to do with Callus. And the Aquabus was the source of their contempt. If they manage to blow up the Aquabus line, all that rubble will come crashing down the...
Are they insane? There's tons of innocent...
Yeah. If they've been planning this for ages, we have to issue an evacuation order to the townspeople and get them as far away from the entrance as possible. That should...
Let's get everyone onto our ship.
My dear partner, can I leave the Clement? If the explosives do go off, not only would the people of Poisson be in danger, any Aquabus is using the line. Let's stop their insanity first, then settle the score with them.
Leave it to us, Navia.
What the fuck?
Let's go, you two. We've got to act fast. Miss Coralie, please take Adele to the ship.
Tuh kan, bener anjay.
Watch out, boss!
Coulter.
What do you think you're doing, Coulter?
I thought all the annoying little hindrances had left, but I still couldn't get rid of you.
You mean this was all a trick? So that you'd be left alone with me? Coulter, are you with Romeo too? Oh. I get it now. You knew about their plans all along. You only told us they were doing badly so that we'd drop our guard.
Not quite. Though I share their positions on some issues, I've never cared for... And that's because, out of the entire Spina di Rosula, I only hate you. Only you, Navia.
What the
Better
fuck?
stick close to me.
What the fuck? Bocil banget.
Romeo promised me that he would leave Poisson alone if I could just take you out. but it was like you were glued at the hip to that pesky traveler. You never gave me a chance to make my move. Romeo has lost his patience. I didn't have to be here today, you know, but I swore that I'd kill you, even if it meant being buried with you in the rubble.
Why?
Only someone as clueless about the past as you would ask such a foolish question. You never saw the heyday of Spina di Rosula, nor did you ever live through the golden age of Poisson. But I saw it all with my own eyes, and then I had to watch it. And it was all because of you. Clementine died because of you. Callus died because of you. Melus and Silver died because of you.
Tolol.
So
Pas
many
udah
more
gempa,
dead.
memek.
Everyone
Goblok
dead.
anjing.
All because of you.
Itu di penjaranya kalau lu kagak dibantuin sama si siapa tuh yang serigala itu, yang kapal itu, lu mati situ
Some
anjing.
shock and grief you showed us
Ngentot.
before. That was in Act 2?
Now you're catching on. I heard Maluk. Did you know? Down there in that blasted fortress, I spent a long time thinking about what happened and resolving to apologize to Malus, as back then, because of that aqua bus, we had a huge fallout. I was convinced that the years passed by in a blur after that. I thought I had finally begun to understand him, and that but then he died, and it was because of you again, Navia. It's always because of you. I once loved the Spina and Poisson more than anyone else. But what is left now of either besides death and ruin?
Don't listen to him, boss! He's just spouting nonsense!
Have you ever considered that maybe the people around you don't actually care about you at all? Have you ever considered that maybe you only get respect because you're Callus and Clementine's child? Have you ever considered that maybe people don't stay in Poisson because of you, but only because they have such...
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious... Yeah, looking back on it now isn't it, but... Is that really why they support me?
Shut your mouth! I, for one, really like Miss Navia. And my mom loves her too! I don't know how to explain it, but I like her. And that's that!
I'm sure Mr. Malus would be extremely disappointed in you right now! You've somehow managed to pin the blame for every mistake and tragedy in our history on the boss herself!
Get out of the way, Florent! I don't want to hurt you.
You're gonna have to, boss! There's no time for this!
Maybe you think you're being the realist by painting the history of the Spina and Poisson like this. But the love that I felt from everyone was just as real. I felt it. They've helped me get... And even now, I will continue to believe in that love. So let me show you.
Wow. Lu? Aule. Lah. Sejak kapan udah trio brother anjay? Bangsat. Easy banget deh. Aduh, lemah banget. Lemah banget. Ih, malas gua.
Hey there.
American shit.
That's the way. Hiya!
Dah muncul lagi jing.
Watch out. Hey there.
Lemah banget. KO.
Laurent, I'll leave the town to you. Summon the other members and help. If you find any of Coulter's accomplices, subdue them quickly. And don't... I can't allow my partner to face the danger on the Clementine line alone.
Got it, boss. I'm on it! Are you okay, Navia?
I don't know. But I...
Let's hurry up there! We have to protect the Clementine line! If they're gonna blow up the waterway, they must have planted...
Gila, dia bisa laporan ke Neuvillette anjing buat eksekusi mati babi-babi ini anjing.
Busted. Game's up. Time's over.
Let my name echo in song! Go as well!
quietly now. Here comes the catch.
We certainly brought a lot of muscle. They're really slowing us down. But if we're meeting resistance, we must be heading in the right direction.
Anjing. Ini malah dari pemberontakan terhadap negara, anjay.
Time to shine! Shower me with praise! I swear by my sword! Ha! See? Ha! Go!
These must be the explosives, right? And this is the control mechanism. Oh, Paimon's too scared to touch any of this stuff. Huh? There's a strangely shaped hole here. Oh, that certainly sounds possible. Okay, you take this side, Paimon will take the other. Let's...
Huh?
Phew! Oh, you found it! That's amazing! That should do it, right? Navia and Florent should be able to relax now. Oh, you're right. They could have said it. They're gonna bury Poisson!
Great work, partner. Just leave the rest to me.
Watch out, Navia! You can't block them all!
Block? I'm doing this the Spina way.
Entah kenapa MC di Genshin Impact tuh mirip-mirip MC My Hero apa? Hero Seal itu loh.
I
Useless
heard from
anjing.
Thierry that even they're your enemies now. They were once.
I have nothing more to say
Bukan
to
useless
them.
sih, apa ya? Kayak
Regardless
kagak
of
bedes
whether
aja
their
gitu, kagak
hatred
bedes
and
sama
anger
sekali.
towards me
anjing.
or the Spina was justified, please prosecute.
Selalu
good.
dibantu sama orang
We're
lain
very
anjir.
appreciative of
Ya,
your help.
I mean,
Without it, the consequences would have
I
been
mean-
far worse.
ya maksud
All
gue
right, this operation is a wrap.
kurang bedes lah. Kan MC kan dibuatnya kudu bedes gitu loh. Supaya pembaca tuh apanya tuh
Yeah.
wow gitu loh.
Luckily, we were just in time. It's probably because I expended too much elemental.
But you usually glow up whenever other people come.
Kayak Honkai Cyrus,
Boss,
Honkai Cyrus
we
menurut gue
managed to
MC-nya
catch all the
guna
infiltrators
anjing,
in the
MC-nya
town.
guna bet anjir.
The Maison Gardiennage seems like Romeu really went all in on this
Ini
mission.
Genshin doang MC-nya
He
useless.
sent
anjing.
literally everyone he
Cara
had,
playable
though.
karakter
That
sih
also
useless,
means we've
cuman
caught
kalau
them
lu
all too.
build
We won't
emang
have to worry
gila-gilaan
about them
ya
from
emang
now on.
kuat tot. Tapi kalau lu kayak build santai aja mah useless aja karakternya anjing.
I can understand how you feel.
Udah
The
eksekusi
things
mati
that we
jing.
lost, I am not callous, and I will also, but I will not change how I feel about our future.
Gue lupa anjing bermata
I
biru,
still believe
rambut
that this is a
kuning,
great opportunity to
Naruto
start
anjing.
anew. I will
Lupa
spend
gue.
more of what the Spina earns on the betterment of Poisson,
Ada.
so that
Okay, dude.
one day
Ya ya
I
ya.
know what
ya.
you're trying to say. Mr. Callus would never have said anything like that. There are too many things in life that are just beyond our control.
henceforth. But once you're
Ya
distant,
ya 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 ya. Ya 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 bacot anjing. Si bangsat mau ngebunuh lu ngentot. Gara-gara cuman kejayaan masa lalu doang
As I
anjing.
thought, Boss really is.
She is also, I must say, a truly... Thank you for protecting the Clementine line.
Aduh,
I was
masuk ke
actually
hati
really
tuh
scared, you
omongannya
know.
si Kaltor tuh.
I mean, even the Callus line won't be get if I'd lost the Clementine line too. A name is a way to etch a memory onto the world. Losing the line that bears her name, that I can see every day, would be like losing my mother all over again. Seeing it still standing there, tall and proud, it makes me...
What happened while we were gone? Honestly, you look more upset than...
Just give her some time.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Traveler, I want to ask you something. And please, tell me the truth. Do you really see me as your partner?
Of course.
That's good then. Hearing that, it brings me more relief than I can say.
Ya elah. Aduh, memek. Bawa-bawa gituan lagi. Bacot buat anjing. Gue mau action
I feel
bangsat.
quite a bit better.
Arknya Kendria anjing tunjukin ngentot. Gak usah romance-romance babi anjing.
Sorry, partner. I used to think that I'd never die. Coulter mentioned my parents, as well as Malus and Silver. Do you think they ever regretted the choices they made?
Don't think like that, Navia. You've already done more than enough. No matter what others think, we'll always support you.
Well, since it's ended up like this, I suppose it's time for me to make a confession as well. There's something that I've been keeping from you as well, boss. Please.
Florent, I hope you can understand that I can't deal with any...
Don't worry. This surprise...
Ayolah. Ini maksud gue setiap bulan arc-nya filler mulu. Bukan filler sih, perkenalan karakter. Terkadang juga ada filler juga gitu loh. Seinget gue quest yang bosenin abis mah tuh quest Yue anjing. Ngurusin orang kesurupan ngentot. Itu di mana lagi? Ayolah, main Arkandria kayak gitu loh. Maksud gue apa, gerbang Kendria di Sumeru kagak dikasih apa cerita loh, cuman kayak lu suruh explore aja ke situ nemu Gate of Kendria anjing. Kagak includein ke apa, ke quest Archon anjing. The fuck?
Why is everyone gathered here? And what's this?
Wih, bajak laut Rose.
This was supposed to be a gift to you from everyone in the town. We were originally planning to show it to you once it was finished.
Painting. Kayaknya painting emak, bapaknya, dan dia pas pokoknya megang kayaknya harusnya.
Special times call for special measures. I've never seen you look... Well, if you're ready, I'll unveil the present.
Gue yakin bapak ibu. Gue yakin. Bener kan? Bener anjing.
Papa, Mother, and me.
We designed the look for Miss Clementine based on old camera records, as well as personal recollections.
Wow! This is the statue?
It is indeed. To be honest, we decided on the design a long time ago, and gave the sculptor... We only asked Boss to decide on a design so she wouldn't realize we had already started.
How could we only have statues of Mr. Callus and Mrs. Clementine?
Even though Boss is still young, We've all seen the work she's put in.
We wanted to commemorate her contributions with the...
I don't know what Spina di Rosula was like in the past.
With Navia around,
We are gathered here today to tell that we support you and believe in you wholeheartedly. I believe everyone is here for you.
That's what we believe as well.
Thank you so much, everyone. Then I'll be brave, and this really is quite... I never thought that I'd have the chance to stand next to my mother.
Oh, bapaknya keren juga.
Not...
Pakai eye patch. What the heck? Kucing oren anjay. Kucing oren.
It seems like I started to question myself a bit too much. I'll pick myself up again and become a more reliable... Looking back on it, I'm honestly embarrassed by how I acted earlier. I'm sure everyone longs for that one thing in life that's, to me, that would be a family portrait. I've never thought I'd receive a family portrait of my own. Especially not like this. It seems like I'm not such an unlucky
Huh?
It seems, looking back on it, I've thought about it before. Though my mother only wanted me to live a happy life, that's actually even though my parents had very different personalities, the Aquabus project was a monumental project that stood to benefit all of Fontaine. I think that's probably why she did. It seems like, looking back on it, I'm honestly embarrassed by how I... Oh, whoa. Why'd you have to remind me? Please don't say that again. Oh, forget it now. Please forget that I ever said anything. Oh, okay. But please keep it a secret between us from now on. Please. It seems like, looking back on it, I'm honestly Oh, whoa. Why'd you have to remind me? Please don't forget it now. Please forget. Okay.
That's actually good. I wanna take a picture of it. Okay, Navianya ganggu sih. Huh. Tunjukkan informasi. Oke. Oke. Karakter. Berpikir. Oke. Arigato Nas, thank you Nas, thank you, arigato Nas. Oke. Gue masih ada event yang belum gue selesaiin kan? Oh ini belum. Hah? Empat kali lah bro. Apaan dah lupa deh. Oke, musuhnya ada elektro. Oke, ya coba gue pakai party yang sama. Oke. Puluh, 90 cuk, 90-an. Bit hydraulic.
Barbados, Venus. Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha.
Time to go. Let the world collide.
Let the world collide.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Tadi kenapa itu?
Cross over. Time to shine.
Woi, apaan sih?
Barbados, guide us. Things are about to get dicey. Busted.
Hah? Itu ngapain dah? Wait, kenapa gue nggak bisa ganti karakter? Kocak.
Let my name echo in song. You wind. Hear me.
Game's up. Fun's over. Quietly.
Bikin becek.
Let the world collide.
Barbados, guide us. Things are about to get dicey.
Cross over. Yoo-hoo! Time to shine.
I swear by my sword.
Oke. If I say so. If I say so. Wih, dapet. Ini udah. Oh hell no, what the fuck is this shit? It's all that, I don't need it all that. Fuck off. Ah, co-op. Apa ini? Hah? Hah? Oh, naruhodon ne. Cowboy ne. Cowboy ne, naruhodon ne. Cowboy ne. Wait. Gimana sih tuh anjing?
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Ih, tolol.
Take it easy.
Hah? Gimana sih? Dia juga sama masukin gue. Gimana sih ini? Gue ngerti. Apa deh? Kok malah masuk ke situ? Hah?
I got a new letter from an informant.
Terus?
Looks like the situation.
Oke. Jadi editor nggak tuh? What? Huh? What is that, man? Huh? Ini. Oke. Seinget gue ada ini. Ya ampun, kayak gini juga bisa. Aduh, banyak banget bacotannya anjing. Apaan sih? The fuck? Gue nyobain abis. Oke. Detailnya itu kayak gitu. Oke. Ini. Ada ice.
Another test.
Order guide you. Gather.
The Temple of Wisdom. Everyone hold hands.
I'm going in! Torn to oblivion!
Let's go together. To the fairy. Finally,
There is no escape!
to the fairy.
Barbados!
Say no more.
Here comes the catch! Gotcha!
To the fairy.
Higher, pants on fire! Phew!
The wrong test subject.
This is order. Stabilize.
Make yourselves at home. I see everything.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered! Let's light it up!
Everyone hold hands.
Shine down!
I will have order.
Everybody stand back! Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
Picked the wrong test subject.
Let my name echo in song! Game's up! Fun's over! Busted! I swear by my sword!
Another test subject. Try!
Huh?
The wrong
God's over!
Subject.
Gather!
I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom.
There is no escape!
Order guide you.
Teamwork is strength! Now you shall perish!
Ngilang si Kintil. Malas nih. Ini yang ngontai baru ini aja.
Let's light it up!
Winter.
This is order.
Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
Time to shine! Strike a pop!
Barbados, guide us.
Things are about to get dicey.
Make yourselves at home.
I'm going in!
I will have order.
Torn to oblivion! Ha!
Let's move.
Let my name echo in song! Show it!
I swear by my sword.
Game's up. Fun's over. Quietly.
See?
Sharing my knowledge.
This is order.
Everybody stand back! There is no escape!
I see everything.
Now you shall perish! Off we go! Let's light it up!
Solidify.
Make yourselves at home.
I'm going in!
Order guide you.
Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered! Gotcha!
Let the world collide!
Wind, hear me.
Here comes the catch. Busted.
Your journey ends here, Lord of Sand. Your sacrifice is ready.
This is order.
Everybody stand back! Inazuma shines eternal!
Wih.
Let my name echo in song! Barbados, guide us.
Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now.
Oke. Harusnya dapet loh. Bener kan anjing? Gila gede banget pitinya anjing. Kita mengumpulkan gelombang-gelombang. Gelembung-gelembung. Oke deh.